Okay, let's talk about something important in photography that nobody talks about yet is important. Let's talk about exposure. No. Stay tuned. We'll make it interesting. What about exposure? What's a mystery of photography that nobody really understands? You know that owl with the gigantic eyes that can spot a field mouse in really low light, and then swoops down from 200 yards away and picks up the tiny field mouse? Yeah, let me see. Oops, I got this upside down, don't I? See, we have variables of shutter and aperture. We have G over T, gain over time, right? Gain over time. We're not talking about applied gain, which is ISO. ISO is neither exposure nor is it sensitivity. It is applied gain. It is not native gain. You have variable gain, aperture, shutter speed. Both of those are adjusted, right? Also the speed of the lens. Okay. What about something else and what it affects? Here we have a gigantic-eyed creature. You know, all those nocturnal animals that have those gigantic bulbous eyes, kind of like Marty Feldman. Gain over time, G over T, which would mean right? So, what's the trade-off? Everything in life is a trade-off, right? How something's made, everything is trade-off. Like a car could have a billion gadgets in it, right? And it'll just do everything. It'll have a butt warmer and a cigarette flicker and a water cooler. But then it'll be a heavy car, and it won't corner well, and it won't accelerate fast. Or you could have a little car that has nothing in it, only a steering wheel. It's very much lighter, corner a lot better, accelerate faster, decelerate faster. Trade-off, right? Everything in life is a trade-off, right? So let's understand photography in the simple way. This is a video you should share with people. I'll make it very clear very quickly, I promise. Okay. Yeah, we have a normal little creature over here. Instead of an owl, we got a sparrow. Gain over time, right? See those little bitty peepers? Shutter speed, aperture. Now ask yourself the question, if I have a sensor that has smaller eyes on it, it can have more of them, right? So it can see more details, right? You got this isn't directly applicable to how many are on a DX crop sensor, but let's say I got 100 little pair of tiny eyes here. Got more details, right? But over the same period of time, I have less gain. Okay, so what's the trade-off? More overall or more details? This would be more details. So you got one that renders better, not this one. Or you've got one with more details per square millimeter, right? Got more eyeballs peeking at it, right? But exposure is exposure is exposure. Okay, the only thing that you're going to be adjusting is shutter speed and aperture. You know, this at 100th of a second at f4, 100th f4, is also the same exposure with the same lens at f100, f4. So which would you rather have? This creature on the back of your camera? Fewer big eyes see more overall, but less details. Fewer big eyes. They see more overall, but they see less details. Or, same lens, same shutter speed, same aperture, 100th f4, for example. More small eyes can see more details. Since the big-eyed creatures would see the same image as the small eyes, they're both seeing the same thing. Well, duh. FX versus DX. Which sees better? Which sees better? The one with more smaller eyeballs? Or the one with gigantic eyeballs, kind of like that owl spotting a field mouse at 2 a.m. It's how the hell is that owl spotting that tiny mouse at 200 yards away? See them gigantic peepers that little bastard creature has? Yeah! It's kind of odd how nocturnal animals have gigantic peepers, right? The Nikon D4S, the Nikon D3, the Nikon D5 all have gigantic peepers on their sensors because they are photojournalistic cameras. PJ cameras, photojournalists. They're made for shooting the butt crack of a coal miner and at 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, autofocusing on it and snapping it and capturing the details. Same thing that makes the gigantic peepers on that hoot owl, spot the field mouse. At 3 o'clock, it's like, how the hell did that owl spot that little mouse? What the hell does he see it? It's just pitch black outside. So, everything in life is a trade-off. This is the same damn way cameras work. Snap! SNR firmware has mitigated much of the issues between the big-eyed peepers of the FX and the little-eyed peepers of the DX, but it hasn't eliminated all of it. You get me now? So once again, fewer big eyes see more overall, but they see less details. A lot more of the little small-eyed creatures see more details, don't they? Same exposure on both the big-eyed peepers and little-eyed peepers, right? 1/100th of a second f4, same lens, for example. Right? So, ask yourself the question, what is it I'm going to be shooting? Wildlife photographers that crop the piss out of their photos want the little-eyed creatures and more of them, because they crop the piss out of the shots. It means there's more translational information on the sensor. Everything is this. You see this over here? It's gain over time. Gain. If I expose this little creature's peepers, okay, the same as I expose this creature's peepers, which one has more gain over a period of time? Signal to noise. This one. Oh my God. That's right. Yeah. Over the same period of time, gain over time, G over T. G over T. Something every photographer should have in their head. Gain over time. Gain over time. You can adjust the time or you can adjust the light. You can open up the aperture. Okay, that's fine. No matter how you adjust the shutter speed, and no matter how much you open up the aperture, well, I got an f1.1 lens on this thing. Well, that's great, but now you got a razor thin depth of field. But your sensor still got the same peepers on it. So that means in low light, that f1.1 lens at f1.1 still has an issue because the back of the camera, your camera's got little bitty peepers. It's like, well, I got a really fast lens, that means it's faster. Yeah, and that lets in more light, but the back of your camera still has tiny little peepers on it, like this creature right here. Did I make things kind of simple? Did I oversimplify things any? I have actually been forced to simplify things to this level. So, I think I made that analogy very clear, and I thought it was kind of humorous, and it is 100% accurate. If you like this video, you can send me a buck or two. You can tell me to have intercourse with an aardvark, whatever makes you happy, and I'll catch you later. I thought that was cute, didn't you? I liked it. Why don't you like it?